So I thought we'd start in the girls' room. So we chose a specific floor plan because it had 2 full bathrooms and the ability to have a washer and dryer. It's got a separate entrance and a bathroom that's easily accessible for when they're playing. Over here, they've got their own bathtub. We didn't put a shower curtain back up because it just is not feasible with this plan and the way we have it arranged. The original floor plan came with a jackknife sofa here and an outdoor kitchen here and none of this space. So when we hired a contractor, we asked them to put in a closet. So behind the closet, there is storage for each girl, bins for their shoes, and this was all outdoor kitchen. So they ripped out the outdoor kitchen and then we installed push button lights ourselves. Up here is another bunk. We use it for storage currently, and it's got a drop side gate. We put in the girls' rocking chair. We pared down their books. We went ahead and these were a DIY that we had at our Sticks and Bricks house, so we brought them. They're really nice. One of the really nice things about having the shiplap installed is that we're able to pretty much drill whatever we want into it. And then we chose this quote from Peter Pan for their room. And then little touches. This was in my nursery as a kid. And their Mary Poppins growth chart that we had at the house. This is Everly's bunk. One of the things that was a little bit nerve-wracking about this is that it is a long drop. So we went ahead and had a gate front put on it by the same contractor that did all the shiplap work for us. And then as she gets older, we'll just go ahead and take the door frame off and put a ladder here so she can get in and out by herself. She is potty trained now, so she sleeps through the night, so there's no issue about her getting down. We have to go potty right now, and we have a camera in here so we can hear her if she calls for us. This was an emergency window, and we went ahead and just removed the emergency part and sealed it so that she can't get out of it. We cover that during the day with 2 pillows to block the light because she's still napping. One of my favorite features about the gate is that so that it's accessible during the day, we put a magnet on it to hold it back so that it's not going to fly open. They're not going to mess with it or hang on it. Down here we went with the IKEA toy storage system. So every bin has a place. I know that's fairly common among RVers. These are their pillow mats. These are awesome because they can go outside and then we can just pull the pillows off. They can be in the living room. Last night they were watching a movie and had their pillow mats out. And then this is all their toys. So if it doesn't go in here, it goes in this one tote. And those are just like the bigger Little People sets that Everly has. And then board books and regular books for big readers here. So having access to those was important. Okay, if you go up the ladder, we have a loft space. So one of the things that was really important to us was to create a space that was private for Erilyn since she is 4 years older than her sister. We took the loft space and we installed a custom light blocking curtain so that Erilyn can have her lights on if she wants to be reading up there. If she just wants some quiet time to herself during the day while her sister's napping, she can go up there and she completely has this closed. If you want to go on up the ladder, you can show them. Some of the cool things about her collection up here, we went ahead and got her own art drawing table, and she's got her books up here, and then she has her sticker collection. That's what she decided she would collect on the road, so she has stickers for everywhere we've been so far. And it's really tight for an adult. Like, I tried to sleep up there, but she really likes it. It's kind of got that cool kids clubhouse feel to it. If she wants privacy, This curtain closes all the way. And then you can turn off her light, and her light goes off there. Or she can have her light on, and then we turn off the lights in the rest of the room for Everly to nap. One of my other favorite features of this room, and something that was really important to me early on, was having a dedicated place for them to play. This is a big room, and it takes up, at least 50% of the RV, and they have their own bathroom. So the idea was that you could have your own separate place to play, and we could still have a living area that wasn't overtaken with toys. One of my ideas really early on was to split this door. So kind of like a baby gate feature, but they split the original RV door, and then it locks from out here, so they can be in here playing. Erin can still reach over and unlock the door if she needs something, but it keeps Everly in here just based on the age difference. I want to show you the living room here. Some of the cool features that we added ourselves. This is a crank lift table from IKEA, and I thought in my head this would be really cool to turn into a farmhouse table. So it gave us more seating since my mom eats dinner and most meals with us. But it's also cool because it can crank up. So like at Christmas, I was able to crank it up and roll out cookie dough. Or the kids, in my head too, in envisioning this space, the kids can build a fort under here and then it's up high. It's just another way to make the space more usable. As far as storage here, we keep our homeschool stuff in this bench. So each girl has a Rubbermaid tote, all their homeschool items, and a play bin. And then over here we keep our games and Legos, and the booster seat for Pickle. All our games and Legos are stored in here. We keep all their homeschool supplies here on this cart. This is our pantry. This was the original one that the RV came with. We didn't make any adjustments here. It was just a matter of finding baskets and things that would fit and hold what we have. Something new that I haven't done yet is that I'm keeping all my baking goods up in those containers, and then that way they can come down when we travel. Over here in the kitchen, we have one of the few incomplete parts of the RV. So when they went to install this tile, it's sticker, and it was late enough in October in Kansas City that it was too cold to install it that it would adhere properly. So when we go back in April, we'll have the other wall installed. We keep all our essential oils here. Dishes are up here. Down here, more snacks. And then I always believe in keeping things accessible for the kids. They have their plates and dishes and cups down here so that they can be responsible for their own dishes. Another nice thing about this layout is that it came with a residential fridge. Even though we're not using the ice maker and stuff, we are using the full residential fridge. We keep our crock pot and toaster and griddler up here. Over here, we have the stove and everything it came with. We had a cover put on. This was really nice. Like this morning I wanted to make cinnamon rolls, so this just gives me extra counter space because after the Berkey's been installed and we have our dishwashing rack, I need more counter space to be able to create meals. So when I'm not using the stovetop, this just functions as another counter, which was a really nice feature. So one of the things about this model is the models before it came with storage here to cover the control panel. And the year that we purchased did not come with that. So our contractor graciously put in more storage for us. This is our key rack for Bobby and I. This is where we keep the stuff for the TV. And then the kids, again, are responsible for their own things. So like their baby wearing stuff is here, their hats, their sunscreen, their masks right now. All that's here. One of my favorite custom features here in the living room is that we had this piece of live cedar put in. And we just did a really basic clear coat on that. So it's just a beautiful feature that again adds to the naturalness of this area. And then the fireplace runs all the time right now. It's either warm or again for aesthetic. We took out original furniture just because we wanted it to feel more like a residential place even though it was a trailer. This is a piece of Martha Stewart living outdoor furniture that we found at Home Goods in Olathe. It's very lightweight, but I can still pull everything off and wash it. So it's livable furniture, which I felt like was really important when you're in such a small space. You need to be able to like have it be versatile. So I like that the sectional can move around. Last night the girls were able to have their pillow mats out here and watch a show, and we can all sit out here as a family. We took down all the window treatments and had our own custom stuff installed. This is the only roller shade we have. but it's natural bamboo. And then the curtains. We're really going for a modern farmhouse aesthetic. We were originally going to paint the shiplap white, and I think now we're probably going to leave it natural for a while. We just like how it looks. It's really clean, and we really like the natural fiber look. So if you'll follow me, I'm going to take you upstairs. One of the first things Bobby and I did by ourselves is we knew that we needed somewhere to put our shoes. If you look around, there's nowhere here for shoe storage. Down here, while this is really shallow, this is our electric panel, so you can't put anything down there in front of that. So something Bobby and I did ourselves, and it shows, is we took off the top of the stairs and we hinged them and we put shoe storage in them. So when you're moving from a sticks and bricks, it's really important to prioritize what you're bringing. I mean, as you can see, there's really minimal decoration here, and we'll add some as we go on the road, but we really just liked to stay basic. One of the things that was really important to me, though, were these watercolor portraits of every house we've lived in as a family. Those did come from our house, and the artist is currently working on our next one that will feature our RV. So we're really, really excited to add that up here. And then this is our bedroom up here. And again, we had everything shiplapped in cedar. This is Bobby's work studio right here. In the spring, we'll stain this piece of wood to match the dark pieces everywhere. What our contractor had installed wasn't quite thick enough for his laptop to safely sit on it. So we had a piece at home that we had used, and we went ahead and just installed it, and we'll stain it to match this. This functions as our nightstand. All our oils and vitamins are on here. So here's our bed. This model came with a short RV queen. We went ahead and upgraded to a full-size queen, true residential mattress. The nice thing about RVs is that they have storage under here. So we keep our seasonal decorations under here, and Bobby keeps his music stuff under here, and then we keep my sewing machine under here, and that's really all. Again, one of the things we were really important to us was committing to minimalism. So we tried as much as we could to cut down and be sure about what we were bringing. Here's our closet. It used to have doors on it. They were kind of janky, so we took them off, and I think we've decided we're gonna leave it open. It's just easier for cleaning and vacuuming, and anything we could put here would just get in the way, and it makes it easier for Bobby to get in. The closet itself, we went ahead and installed an industrial pipe rack, and then we installed stackable shelves with bins in them for homeschool on this side and clothes on the other side. And then if you turn around, we have our main bathroom. So this is the main bathroom for the house. It has two entries, one in the hallway and then one from our bedroom. And it has a shower, a stand-up shower in it. It had like a medicine cabinet, and we took all that out and just simplified down. Again, that stuff's kind of clanky and clunky, and you don't really want it hanging out. So we just simplified down. And then anything that you see that's like glass or not secured to the wall, we take down when we travel and either put in the shower or put in the bathtub. Some things we did, or we flipped shelves. So like traditionally this shelf, this was the top of it, but we flipped it upside down so that it could hold stuff. And then a lot of other things were just like finding small things that would fit in an RV or apartment sized area. So as you can see, we spent a lot of time and put a lot of thought into exactly how intentional we wanted to be with the space that we had. We are living in 300 square feet or so, and so we really wanted to be intentional, and everything needed to have more than one purpose. So if you see something here that you have a question about, feel free to ask. Other than that, thank you for letting us share our home with you.